All rise. Support court with Judge Vonda B is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1079, Thomas case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Ms. Thomas,
Yes.
you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Unfortunately, I'm so sorry to waste your time, my time. I just want child support for my baby.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, you're not really wasting my time. I have to be here.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
and this is what we do. That's what court is for. You want child support? How old is your baby?
my baby is 2 years old.
Before the courtroom doors open, the truth begins to boil over. A young woman, juggling 2 jobs, bartending and retail, barely scraping by on $40,000 a year, finds herself entangled in a relationship that was never clearly defined. She says they met at the bar, he liked what he saw, but what started as chemistry spiraled into confusion and betrayal. She thought they were dating. He said, let's just be cool. But cool doesn't look like 3 a.m. calls and surprise visits to her mama's house. And now, a 2-year-old child stands at the center of it all. Welcome to support court, where situations get messy and Judge Vonda B demands the truth.
Okay. In 2 years, has Dad
No,
provided
he
anything?
ain't did nothing. He ain't gave me a $2 bill,
Okay.
nothing. My son, all he wants is a relationship with his father. He don't even want that. And I told you, like, we could just talk this through, but
Well, address me.
Sorry.
Don't address him. I'll get what I need out of him in just a few minutes as soon as you're done.
I'm sorry.
So what's the situation?
So I'm new here. I bartend on the weekends. I work for a retail company.
Okay.
I don't make much. I make $40,000 a year. 20 from the bartending and 20 from the retail. And we met at the bar. And he liked the bartender. So
Okay.
that's how we got started. And I thought things was good. My mentor, I thought me and her was close, and she was trying to get to my man, and that's what happened. So,
Okay.
and
How long did y'all date? Y'all have a dating relationship?
yeah, well, I thought we was dating. He said, nah, don't look at it like that. Let's just be cool. Let's be friends, but don't catch no feelings. But then you calling me 3 o'clock in the morning, and you showing up to my mama's house, and
How did I say
I ain't
that
got-
we have a 2-year-old?
what?
How did I say that we have a 2-year-old?
I don't know how you said anything. Excuse, I'm sorry. I'm just so flustered because we could have handled this outside. We didn't have to come to court.
We could.
I
Well,
wasn't
that's
even
kinda
gonna
what
put you
court
on
is
child
for.
support.
Hold on, Miss Thomas. That's what court is for y'all to hash these issues out if you couldn't work it out on your own. So you all had a dating relationship, or what you presume to be a dating relationship. You met at the bar. I mean, did y'all have some bad shots or something because the
No, we had some
relationship
good
didn't work?
shots. It was a nice long shot at the time.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna have to start doing better asking these questions.
Now listen closely, because this is where it starts getting heavier. You ever seen someone so overwhelmed they can't even finish a sentence? That's this young mother, flustered, emotional. Try and keep it together as she tells Judge Vonda B that all of this court appearance, this confrontation, it didn't have to happen. We could have handled this outside, she says, voice cracking. But the judge stops her right there. That's exactly what court is for. You see, what starts as a story of heartbreak quickly turns into something deeper, a question of responsibility, of broken trust, and of a child caught in the middle. Turns out, the man she thought she was building a future with had a different agenda. She says they were talking, spending time, even visiting her mama's house. But when her mentor entered the picture, everything changed. Not only did he distance himself from her son, he started a whole new life with another woman, her mentor. And now, that new woman's expecting a baby too. The tension is thick, real thick. But one thing is clear, her child came first, and she's here to make sure he's not forgotten.
I'm going to have to start doing better. Yeah, no, I don't want to know what was going on in you all's relationship in terms of conception with the baby, okay? I'm just doing like a little recap. It might have a little pettiness in there, but it's like a little recap, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So y'all met at the bar,
Yeah.
and the baby is here, 2 years old. Dad doesn't want to have anything to do with the little boy.
No.
He doesn't take him anywhere.
And it was okay at first. We was talking. It wasn't until he got with my mentor.
Oh,
That's,
okay.
To me, that's the big issue. Before she came into the picture, we was talking, it was fine. I'm like, okay, if you're not
Was
gonna
he
make it
visiting
work-
with the baby, taking the baby anywhere?
On Sundays going to church, that was it.
No weekends?
Nah,
Nothing during the week?
nah.
I'm a football coach. He used to be at games with me.
Hold on, one second. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to him?
Apparently, he and my mentor, they got a child on the way, and so that's the
Oh.
reason why he don't want to pay child support. And I ain't got nothing to do with all that.
Okay.
My baby was here first, so like, yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to him?
He the father and everything else. That's it.
Well, thank you for asking that. And please don't chew gum in here. Please do not chew gum in here.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So before we move over to him, is there any question that he is the dad?
No.
You all had DNA testing done?
Yep. The
And he's
moment
the
I
father?
conceived.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's not an issue. So let me move over to him and see what's going on, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Well,
Sir, what's going on?
Actually, I'm a football coach / physical trainer.
Slash liar. Slash
Excuse you.
manipulator.
Excuse you. Excuse
When I
you.
have those.
Excuse you. You will not be disrespectful like that in here. We're not going to do any name calling. I definitely don't want you all to throw something at each other. Please do not do all of that.
No, she ain't gonna do
It's not
that.
necessary.
I ain't gonna do
She
what?
ain't that crazy.
Okay.
That's
well,
what you
here's the
wanna
deal.
believe, though.
Well, here's the deal. You're not going to be crazy up in here, okay? The only person that can get crazy and say crazy stuff, which I'm not going to say anything that's just completely disrespectful, is me. I just need the facts
Right.
so I can determine if child support needs to be paid and what the amount is going to be, all right? So, go ahead,
Like I was saying, I'm a football coach / physical trainer.
all right?
She said I don't do anything for the child be with me. And he be going to football games, and as looking at his facial expressions, it seemed like he have fun. He meet other kids that love the same sport like he does. I have no problem paying child support, but every time we try to have a talk, it always switches to her
Her what?
manager, because I go out with her manager. Let's just put it out there.
Her manager.
Yeah.
Oh, she dates her manager.
No, I
No,
go
he
out with
does.
her manager.
Oh, you go out. Oh, her former mentor.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
At the
Well,
bar.
I mean, you don't think that would cause like a little sore spot?
Just a little bit, just a snippet.
Now let's slow down, because this is where the facts start clashing with feelings. And Judge Vonda B is trying to make sense of it all. The man takes a stand and says he's a football coach and physical trainer. Calm on the outside, but his words reveal a deeper mess. He claims he takes a child to games, lets him bond with other kids. That it's not all neglect. He even says, I have no problem paying child support. But here's the catch. Every time they try to talk, the mother shifts the conversation. Not about the child, but about betrayal, about her mentor. Because that's who he's dating now. The courtroom shifts. You can feel the air tighten. Judge Vonda lifts her eyebrows. Her mentor? You don't think that'd cause a little tension? He shrugs. He says people grow apart. But the judge ain't having it. She fires back with the truth. People don't grow into their partner's close friend. And the mother? She can't hold back anymore. With her voice cracking, she says the words we all heard coming. I love him. That's when the pain behind her frustration spills over. This isn't just about child support. This is about being replaced by someone she once looked up to. Judge Vonda steps in again, calm but firm. You all are going to have to work together for the sake of your child and the one on the way. It's a brutal truth. 2 women, 1 man, and children who'll grow up as siblings. Whether they like it or not, they're bound for life. And just when it seems like things might soften, the father speaks again. Every time I try to see my kid, it's the same thing. We argue. She brings up the past. That's why we're in court now. And right there, dear viewers, is the core of the conflict. It's not that he refuses to support the child. It's that neither of them knows how to separate the hurt from the responsibility. The court isn't just deciding money. It's trying to fix a family that's already torn at the seams.
Well, I mean,
Stop instigating.
people grow apart.
I mean, they do, but they don't grow to somebody's close friend or mentor.
That's That's all right. When you become my stepson, because I am with your daddy, then I don't want to hear none of that, all right? That's it.
Miss Thomas, that is it.
You see, there's no hostility on my side. Like I said, I have no problem.
Well, it
paying
shouldn't be on your side.
Right.
You living the life. You dated her. You all had a baby.
Yeah.
Her mentor. You started dating her. You all have a baby on the way. You living the life.
Luxury.
We won't have any of those.
Huh?
That's about the 4th time, right?
Yeah, it really is getting annoying at this point. You know, I try not to dismiss people's cases, right? It's not a normal thing. I've had to do it a couple of times, but I try not to do that, all right? I understand your frustration. I understand you probably don't even want to be here. But here's the situation. We're here. You want him to pay child support. It doesn't sound like he has a problem doing that. So I just don't understand why you won't let this process happen. I can't say let go how you feel. I don't think that's fair. But, you know.
He just hurt. It just hurt.
Which part just hurt?
He didn't have to leave me.
You still like him.
I love him.
Oh, she loves you.
Well, I mean, when you won't let me see my kids, and every time we
but
try to
that's
talk about
because-
things.
Well, one kid, right?
Right. Well, I'm sorry, one kid.
Yeah, well, yeah, because you're speaking about your
Yeah.
other child. I got you.
Sorry
I got you. But yeah, I mean, there's a possibility you all can work through this, right?
No.
We tried. That's why we're here today.
No, not work through. I mean, you're here today. You're going to get some sort of resolve today. What I'm saying, after today, do you all think you'll be able to work together? I mean, you really don't have a choice because you're parents to this 2-year-old boy. And then your child that you will be having will be the sibling to you all's child together. So at some point, all of you are going to have to work together.
Right.
Even you and the former mentor, unfortunately. So, I mean, it's a chance that you all can work this out, right?
Right.
No, I'm good.
Well,
Me
your
and my baby, we
feelings are
gonna be
hurt.
all right, like Beyonce say.
Yes, but your feelings are hurt.
Like
So
Beyonce.
I just don't want it to be a situation after today, you start, getting to where you don't want the child to go with him, or you keep the baby away from him because you're mad at
It
him.
won't be like that as long as he
Your
takes
Honor,
care.
if I may intervene,
Yes, sir.
Now, this is the moment, folks, when things stop pretending to be civil. The gloves come off and emotion takes the wheel. The father fires back, says he only talked about her to defend himself. He's tired, frustrated, fed up with being dragged into everyone's business. But Judge Vonda, she's heard it all before. Calmly, she delivers the verdict that matters. Today, you're going to be placed on child support. And just like that, the case shifts from argument to legal structure. But don't get too comfortable, because the father tries to interrupt. Why am I paying child support if I don't even get to see my kid? That's when Judge Vonda leans in, not with anger, but with authority. She breaks it down for him and the whole courtroom. A court order means rights. Rights to visitation, rights to parenting. But if she violates that, you don't throw up your hands. You file enforcement. It's not just support, it's structure. That's what the court gives. Even when emotions cloud the path, she presses on. He makes about $100,000 a year. The mother pays health insurance for their son, $150 a month. The judge makes it clear he'll be reimbursing that. And he won't just be seeing his child at Saturday football games. A standard court order gives him time, weekdays, weekends, holidays. You will see your child, she affirms with a sense of finality. But then comes a storm. The judge reminds the mother, when it's the father's time, the child must be turned over, even if it's a new woman, the former mentor, doing the pickup or drop-off. That burns. The mother cuts in, visibly shaken. Your Honor, I'm filing a restraining order. She's stalking me, in the bushes, outside my house. The courtroom gasps, and the judge gives her that knowing look. Every time somebody starts with what happened was, it's about to be a lie. And sure enough, the story shifts. The mother says she was just trying to drop off the child. The door was locked. The father normally climbs through the window. The window, she says, we do this all the time. And Judge Vonda stares. Who is we? That, dear viewers, is the sound of a courtroom unraveling. We're not just dealing with legal matters. We're dealing with people who treat court orders like suggestions and windows like doors. And that's where the chaos lives.
That's because you got everybody in my business.
The topic, I let you in everybody's business?
What?
I let you in?
You got
I put you in everybody's business?
You, that helpful, and the help of everybody in my business.
You see how it's
I ain't
changing?
slept with them, I slept with you.
You see how it's changing from
Here's the deal.
child?
Yeah, well, today you're going to be placed on child support, okay? And whenever you put someone on child support, it automatically gives rise to their rights, right? Their parental rights.
If she's not letting me see my child, why am I therefore
You see
paying
your
child support?
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am, I'm sorry.
That's the last time. Here's the reality of it. Once a court order is in place, it gives rise to your parental rights, which also includes visitation. If she chooses to violate the court order, then you'll have to come back to court on what's called an enforcement, right?
Okay.
And that's where you can ask the court to hold her in contempt for violating the court order.
Right.
So that's the benefit of having a court order, because there are certain rights and duties of you, there are certain rights and duties of her. One of your duties under the order is going to be to pay child support, all right? Now, how much do you make?
Around 6 figures, about 100,000 a year.
100,000, all right. What about health insurance? Who pays health insurance?
Me.
She does.
How much is health insurance?
About 150 a month.
Is that for the child only?
Yes.
All right. And you understand that you're going to reimburse that, right?
I don't. It's like she said, like she said at the beginning, I only be with my son on Saturday. That's when the games happen. I can't see my son no time during the week.
No, you will.
Okay.
You will. It's standard that comes with a court order, okay? So you'll be able to see your child. And I just want to make sure I'm clear. You need to make sure the child is turned over to him.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? And I want to make sure I'm clear about something else, because he's in this new relationship. She can drop your son off and pick your son up.
They ain't married.
It doesn't matter. As long as it's a competent adult, he can send anybody over there.
And Your Honor, I will begin a restraining order because the stalking me in bushes.
And now, dear viewers, the courtroom reaches its closing act. Not with applause, but with calculation. After the mother admits they often climb through windows, Judge Vonda doesn't miss a beat. You know what? I'm going to stop you right there, she says sharply. I don't need you to incriminate yourself. You're starting to sound like a burglar. With that single line, the entire room shifts. No more drama, no more storytelling. It's time for cold, hard numbers. The judge turns to father, her voice calm but firm. You will be placed on child support today. His past? His excuses? None of it matters now. The focus is on the child, and the law is clear. She asks if he has other children. No, he says. But a baby is on the way with the mother's former mentor. The judge notes it all but keeps it simple. 20% of your income. He earns approximately $8,400 a month. After deductions, that nets him about $6,512.07. Judge Vonda runs the numbers swiftly, efficiently. $1,302 in child support, plus $100 for health insurance reimbursement. A total of $1,402 a month. He tries to whisper a final complaint. She doesn't even work for the money in the first place. But by now, the judge and the viewers have heard enough. This isn't about who earns what. It's about responsibility. Do you have any other questions? She asks. I'm good, he says defeated. The mother fires off one last line. I want my stuff on time. And the father snaps back, a mix of sarcasm and bitterness. I'll be your pimp today. Judge Vonda doesn't even dignify it with a response. The music rises. The courtroom empties. Another case, another storm of emotions, settled under the steady hand of justice. So to you, the audience watching at home, what did we learn? That love may fade, but parenthood doesn't. That the law doesn't care about your heartbreak, only your responsibility. And that in Judge Vonda B's courtroom, excuses don't pay child support. Only action does.
Outside my house
Look,
while I'm taking my kids to school in the morning. One-time thing?
No. What had happened was...
Shouldn't one time be enough?
Every time somebody started with what had happened was they getting ready to say something that's not true.
No. Well, yeah, because that's not true what he said.
She just agreed to it, right?
That's not what's true. No. What had happened was...
What had happened?
I was trying to drop our son off to him. The door was locked. And so we can get through the window. The window is like,
Get through the window.
he normally get through the window.
Get through the window. So you trying to break in this house?
We do this all the time.
Who is we?
Me, none of this is true.
You know what? I'm going to stop you right there because I don't need you to incriminate yourself, sound like you a burglar.
So it's more than one person?
Yeah, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and place you on child support today. Outside of this child, do you have any other children?
No, ma'am.
You have a child on the way.
Yes.
Okay. So that is going to be 20% of your income, all right? Your gross, based on what the amount of money that you make is $8,333. And then you have one child, so that is based on 20%. Let me see, 8,333. So we're just gonna round that up to $8,400, okay?
Okay.
So that would bring your net to $6,512.07, all right? And if we take that amount, I didn't say you were getting that amount.
That's number 6.
Based on that, child support would be $1,302 plus the reimbursement for the health insurance. It is $1,402. Okay? That's a month.
8.
Huh?
That's 8.
Well, we're done. So, is there any other questions that you have?
No further questions.
Okay. Do you have any other questions?
Good.
Why you good?
I'm good.
Okay.
She just
All
wanted
right.
the money in the first place.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
I want my stuff on time.
I ain't trying to hear all that.
I be
Ladies and gentlemen, you've just witnessed one of the most emotionally charged episodes in support court with Judge Vonda B. What started as a simple child support case turned into a layered drama of betrayal, confusion, unresolved feelings. And at the center of it all, an innocent 2-year-old child. You heard it yourself. The mother, visibly emotional, shared her side of the story with shaking words and tearful confessions. She wasn't just seeking child support. She was carrying heartbreak, hurt, and a longing for closure. And then came the father, calm on the surface, but caught between 2 women, 2 realities, and now 2 children from 2 different relationships. He claimed he had no issue supporting his son, yet couldn't resist throwing subtle jabs, making excuses, and revealing a relationship twist that added fuel to an already burning fire. He's now expecting a child with a mother's former mentor. Think about that. This case wasn't just about money. It was about emotional accountability, about how unresolved relationships and blurred boundaries can destroy co-parenting before it even begins. And Judge Vonda, she cut through all the drama with clarity. She wasn't here to referee love triangles. She was here to protect the child's best interests. And when it came time to do her job, she did it with precision, calculating the income, issuing the child support order, and reminding both parents of their duties under the law. But what should you, the viewer, take away from this? Let this episode be a reminder. Relationships may fail, feelings may fade, but parenthood is forever. It's not about who you love, who betrayed whom, or who moved on first. It's about being present, being responsible, and putting the needs of the child before your personal pain. You saw how bitterness almost derailed the entire proceeding. You saw how unresolved feelings can cloud judgment. And most importantly, you saw that the law doesn't entertain drama. It delivers decisions. Period. So next time you find yourself watching one of these cases, ask yourself, am I learning from this? Am I growing from this? Because every case you watch is someone's real life, someone's real mistake, and someone's chance at redemption. We thank you for watching. And if the story moved you, made you think, or even made you reflect on your own relationships, share it. Let others see the reality of what happens when communication breaks down and courts step in. This isn't just courtroom television. This is real life with real consequences. And in Judge Vonda B's court, the child always comes first.
no.
Court, but every time we try to see, every time I try to see my kid, it's the same thing. We have made it this far to court She's saying we could have settled it outside of